You watch him, and he moves off of the pavement, and he steps onto a grassy surface. Now he moves into a whole different world, and you see those arms come back up in the primary balance roll, and he starts to figure out how he's supposed to walk on that grassy surface. Now you and I do this. We move from one surface to the next. Our brain automatically makes the adjustments in terms of coordination, balance, and respiration. But from baby's standpoint, he has to have enough opportunity to walk on that surface so that he knows all the in and outs of the coordination and the balance of it. So once the child walks on this surface, you then give him opportunity on a grassy surface. Maybe give him opportunity on a sand surface, always flat. Maybe then on a dirt surface, then maybe on a gravel surface. So you want to give him opportunity to walk on different surfaces so that his brain figures out how to balance itself and coordinate itself in that particular environment. Now, ideally, we would start him out with a goal of building up to a total of 30 minutes of non-stop walking in this environment. In the beginning, maybe he only walks 5 minutes in this environment. But as the weeks and the months go by, he goes to 10 minutes, 20 minutes. He builds up to 30 minutes of walking in this environment. Probably at this point, he'd be wearing a pair of running shoes, something like that. When he has conquered this environment and he can walk 30 minutes non-stop in this environment, then he's ready for the next more sophisticated environment, and that is to give him opportunity to walk still on a paved surface, but now a hilly surface. When we climb up a hill, we lean into the hill, and we need to know how to balance ourselves in that situation. If we walk down a hill, we need to lean back into the hill. So now we would start the child on a paved, hilly environment, and we'd start to build him up again. 5 minutes there, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes walking on this paved, hilly environment. Maybe at this point we might use a pair of high-top boots for him, and that would be to get him prepared for the next environment, because when he's conquered this one and he can do this for 30 minutes non-stop, then we move on to the most challenging environment at all, and now we're looking at a hiking kind of environment. And most parks offer this kind of environment. Now the child is wearing a pair of high-top boots, and in this environment, the challenge is a visual one. He has to be looking from a visual standpoint to make sure he doesn't trip over those roots. He has to coordinate himself so that he gets around those roots and doesn't trip himself. He may have to climb over a tree or a rock. So it's a challenging environment. His balance, his coordination, his vision is all working to permit him to then conquer this environment. And we start out with 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes until he could walk in this environment for 30 minutes non-stop. Now we can use those environments to rack up the goal for quantity, and the goal that we work towards here is to get a child walking 1 mile in 30 minutes. Now, we don't expect an 18-month-old to do this. The process of going from level 5, which is the 18-month-old level, to level 6, is the 3-year-old level, is a process that takes a year and a half. So we have plenty of time to give the child opportunity to walk in these different environments until he can walk a mile in 30 minutes, and this would be in that flat, paved environment. We can also do it in terms of total quantity a day, and any kid that can walk 3 miles a day is becoming a runner. All children, given the opportunity, will create an active balance development program for themselves.